Sorry about this, but I just blew my own mind with a great idea. I think. Alright, let me... that was blending into the table. Alright, so it is recording. Let me see. So I was trying to literally... These are how these things happen. They're like... I'm trying to do something, and this idea will creep into my head like a... beginning of a really simple story. And then I kind of pay attention to it because I'm like, oh, that was easy to pay attention to. I like this. And I get sidetracked from what I'm trying to do. And then I end up listening to it. And the story keeps getting better and better. And I'm like, does this sound like something I want to be a part of? And then I literally think another couple milliseconds about it. And it's like, dang, I want to be a part of this. But now I'm trying to figure out how to end a tangent in my mind, how to end it in my favor in the half a second it takes to think of all those pictures and then be staring at the screen thinking, crap, what was I going to do? Oh, that's right. I was going to turn on my sound system, if you will, so I could record another idea that I was having. So it's like, oh, this does not end. Yes. So let me see if I can do... Oh, darn it. So I really like this song. So we're going to rock out a little bit. And imagine you thinking this is the best song in the world. Just go with me. This is where my story begins. Go with me. Imagine if this is the story drop. You'll know why. So imagine you are telling stories with a beat drop. No. In all seriousness, imagine you are trying to do your homework. So I guess this person, target, what's it called? The person I'm speaking to is college, high school, I don't know. And since this is a story I'm literally making up as I go, bear with me. So imagine you being a student and you're trying to figure out, you're trying to learn something. What do? You talk to a friend of yours that you know that's doing it at the same time. You say, hey, what's up? Are you doing what I think you're doing? And you basically start talking about what you should be doing but aren't doing, but talking about it so it makes you feel like you're doing what you should be doing, if that makes sense. So imagine a conversation. Let's see. Imagine being able to learn about your topic in the manner that you are neglecting your work doing, if that makes sense. Imagine, let's say, what was it? The first... train of thought. Where'd it go? Imagine... All right, so maybe that was a bad one. But I still need to make my point. So, different story. I'm trying to tell a story to help define the possibilities of the future as far as educating children, how different it's going to be because of the introduction of the internet and the introduction of the internet of value. Now that we have those two things together, we can literally transform, and for this example, I'll say education. What better way to educate yourself on something than, you know, hooking up your little spigot to the pipe that is the world and, being able to control flow out of it so, you learn things at a relatively usable space for yourself. You gauge how much of the world you get, i.e., through the internet. Oh, sorry, I didn't mention that. The future of education is not in schools and universities and Habadulha and all that stuff. We can still use those words, but I think I'm so sorry. I think. Oh, there we go again. I think. Oh, universities. I think there'll be more of a learning style school, if I could say it like that. Like imagine if you were a kid that learned better visually. So you would see a lot of videos and a lot of words and a lot of things to teach you something. Or imagine if you were a kid that liked to only read and read, deep, like philosophical reads, while other kids like to read like fairy tale stuff. Like imagine your child being able to grow, or sorry, I think now I'm talking to babies. Crap. I don't know. I don't know who I'm talking to. Imagine children growing at their own pace on the internet. That's where I'm trying to go with this. Now, some of you might be exploding at the seams and think, oh, what about digital privacy? And oh, I don't want my kids' face glued to a phone. And well, don't get your digital panties all in a bunch. Relax, take a deep breath, and repeat after me. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm dumb. I know I say mean things to myself all the time to make me feel dumb. But if you can't see what corporations are doing to us now, then you will forever be afraid of the internet. And here's how. Here's why. The reason why. What is going on here? Are we lifting weights upstairs? Well, no, that actually was a legitimate broken train of thought. What is it? Broken thought? Dang it. University. What's the other word? Oh, I think I lost our. This might resume. Crap. You know what the worst part is? I could just go back and listen to what I was just saying, and then I'd remember what I was saying. but then I wouldn't be able to record a thought live. That makes sense? I tried to do that once, and I ended up with a 2-hour video that I still haven't posted. And then the 5 consecutive hours after that were just of more videos of. I don't know how to do it, but I'm trying to record an idea. Excuse me. trying to record an idea live is like trying to nail jello to a tree, is what I was trying to say. Um, yeah, so. Okay, so I think I was trying to get you to imagine babies. Uh, can you imagine your child learning through the internet with a digital Gippetto? That's what I'm trying to get you to imagine. And yeah, so this boy Geppetto, this, we'll call it the child, and Geppetto is a boy because Pinocchio was a boy, and if anyone wants to fight over that, knock yourself out. But for this video, I'm going to say Pinocchio was a boy. Therefore, Geppetto is a boy. And age is important, as you'll soon learn why. Why was it so hard to say, but I could type it? It's weird. So, oh, crap. I might have to get a little closer to the music. Imagine a boy, Geppetto. Well, no, I would imagine that the boy, Geppetto, is a boy when your child is, say, a week, 2, 3 weeks old. Like, imagine your Geppetto being born the instant your child was born. But then, what are young grasshoppers called? My young grasshopper? Oh, crap. No, he was a cricket, sorry. What are young crickets called? Crickets? When Geppetto was a cricket, the human baby was approximately, let's do 2 weeks old. So Geppetto has this amazing capability, as all young crickets have. It's basically to learn very well through what's the called? Through observation and not participation, but I want to put another word in there, but I'm not sure what I want to use. I've been thinking about this a lot, but not this part of the story. So basically, what the character I'm trying to make Geppetto out to be is artificial intelligence. And I know that alarms a lot of people, and I know it scares the crap out of them. It kind of did for me when I first started thinking about it. But then, let's see, then what happened? I actually had a conversation with someone about this, and I'm not sure if I was recording it, but I think I said, oh, crap. I don't remember. Anyway, AI is here, coming, and already in front of us, if that can be a dramatic explanation of how into it and deeper we're going to go with AI. If I can make that description, then that's what I want to make, because it's big, it's here, and it's not going anywhere. A bit like crypto, but maybe we'll save that for a different video. Different idea, rather. Lord knows it'll turn into 20 videos. So, cricket, young Geppetto, literally learning, watching, understanding, observing the infant baby as an infant, but Geppetto's more like an 8-year-old curious boy type thing. Like when he's really, how would you call it? very impressionable, put it that way. Imagine Geppetto being very impressionable at that age for a young boy. Oh no, that's right. Geppetto was the boy. So at the young age of the child, the human child, Geppetto's the only boy in this conversation. Sorry. Um, so imagine the speed at which AI can work today is phenomenally fast. Um, and it's not like it works like, well, I don't want to describe that. I don't know. I don't know as much about that topic as I'd like to, but um, imagine fast forwarding understanding something in a VCR, and I hope that doesn't age me, but imagine watching something in fast forward, but being able to think and act and absorb everything that was happening in that uh, fast forward production clip, what video clip, whatever it was. That's kind of what AI does. Like if you start to teach it a game, like take Google's AlphaGo, and then what's the second one? I don't remember. But take that program for example. In order to get it to where it, in order to get it to where they got it, the first one, they had to teach it, basic strategy games, basic board games, this, that, and the other. Then once it got good at that, it introduced it to higher level games and higher and higher and higher and higher until it introduced it to the game Go. And then from there, it basically went along. So they literally, this group raised an artificial intelligent child to do nothing but kick ass at the game of Go. Period. That's it. So take that kind of effort and backup into an educational system. Imagine the reason why your kid is online and the reason why, as a teenager, he's trying to impress people and, not be called out online because anyone knows that doesn't feel good, nor is it correct to do. But we all know that that's not a good feeling to have. So imagine if his actions to prevent that from happening to him in an online digital future economy and space, imagine if his automatic reaction is to learn something. Like that to me makes blockchain the holy grail. Because the only person that's going to make anything valuable is a person or some kinetic energy behind it to do something. If we didn't have that ability to make a tool or to, actually, I think we'd have to all go all the way back to bipedalism. If we didn't start walking on 2 feet, I don't think we would have invented smartphones. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that smartphones would not be here if we did not get up on 2 feet. You need the 2 feet to get the cell phone. Now I'm going a heck of a ways back. I'll give you that. But guess who can watch someone learn something in fast forward? AI meet child. Literally. You can have a marketplace where you have little Android babies that you install your child's artificial intelligent program into, and you give your baby an experience that another baby in freaking Japan was experiencing with a Japanese looking 7-year-old boy. I don't know. But like imagine how you could imagine the market there would be to have online identities feed into your artificial intelligence son or daughter's Gippetto, put that into your, whatever you want, the doll or the child, the robot, whatever you want that to be. You plug your child's artificial intelligence chip into with this app or this app, or I don't know if you're going to call them skins or modes, whatever you want. Geppetto could be a squirrel. Geppetto could be, your best friend. You could literally have this little creature on your shoulder tell you good stories or what did he do? He basically gave out information, I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Pinocchio. But I think he what did he do? It was very beneficial to Pinocchio. What do they call that? Not an angel on your shoulder, but the voice of wisdom, put it that way. So Geppetto is like an ancient 90-year-old man whose sole purpose and function in life, sorry if I got a little close on the mic there, 90